Okay, here they come, folks.
You saw the white flag. They're making their turn. We're heading towards the start line. The race will begin. The race will begin. All right, here they go. They're off. It's kind of unique when you have that rolling start, eh?
Now, the interesting thing about this class is they are essentially the same hull as the 2.5-liter boats, just with a smaller engine. However, because there are many beginners, these people can't afford the brand new boats, so there are some hulls out there manufactured by Carruthers back in the mid-1980s. It's still a competitive hull, and it's a good boat to learn on.
We did have a radar gun up here somewhere. We're going to get our radar gun warmed up here, and we might be able to give you some of the speeds as the boats come by.
Huh? I don't think it doesn't seem to want to pick up the small ones, but
we can. Oh, we're actually getting an opportunity to talk to some of the racers.
Yeah.
They're grabbing me a radio.
Yeah, see, it won't pick the little boats up. That's what we found before, but it did get the ground race. We may have to drop down to just above water level now. Okay, I'm not trying to sound insulting, but you can notice, folks, the difference in speed between the 1.5-liter boats and the 2.5-liter boats. As I said before, the 1.5 is a beginner's class. This is a very safe speed to be able to run at and still be competitive. People like Steve Armstrong, who ran in this class for 2 or 3 years, all he really did was change the motor and use the same hull.
Now, did Steve now win a Canadian championship racing the 1.5, or is that the 2?
No, he did. In 2009, he was
2009 Canadian champ. So a lot of these guys, they start with the 1.5, they move up to the 2. Maybe go to the 350. They get a sponsor, right? Grand Prix. Like, they kind of start with the smaller boats and work their way up, don't they?
Yes, most of them do. The interesting thing, and as you've seen, the numbers show it, the 2.5-liter class is a class that many people go to and stay in for their entire racing life. It's very competitive, it's fun, it's relatively inexpensive to operate, and it gives you a chance to get out and have a good time. And 100 miles an hour is fast enough for a lot of people.
Well, I think so. And I think as these boats approach this turn, they're around 70, 80 miles an hour. Obviously, the boats are slowing down quite a bit as they make that turn. But as they're coming through here, we're looking at about 70, 75 miles an hour. There's boat number 27. That's Leah. That's one of our fearless females as she makes that turn over there. She's going to accelerate up to about 75 mile an hour right now.
It's really interesting to look at the names of some of these boats. Leah Husik's boat is called Chaotic Dream. Leah Husik's cousin's boat is called Dreamweaver. Charlie Smith's son, Kevin, has a boat called Dreamweaver. Stephen Armstrong has a boat called Total Chaos. And they're all friends. So Chaotic Dream came from Dreamweaver and Total Chaos put together.
Mini Rang is another one I've got on here. Some of them are creative. Steeler, I mean, we've heard that one before. And Steeler is actually in this race. That's boat 777. Currently in third place with 50 points in the point standings in the 1.5 liter.
Yeah, but there are a couple of boats that are associated with a fellow named Huey Newport, and Huey has given some assistance to this boat, so it's the Little Steeler.
And you get an opportunity to hear from Huey today. Huey is the expert in the Grand Prix, and obviously one of the major sponsors here for Team Henderson Hydroplane Racing. And we might even get Huey over here momentarily as the Grand Prix are being loaded in right now.
Once you hear the motors on these Grand Prix engines, you're going to have to try to come up with a good name that we can use. I've been dallying around with Thunder on the St. Lawrence, but that name has been used all over the place. We could call it the Horsepower Howl, maybe, or Blockhouse Blast, or somebody come up with a good name. We'll give you a door prize if we can find a door.
Black Flags.